Hey guys, Starr here, and in this video today, I am going to show you the 5 places on Facebook that I generate leads for my business and how you can too. Okay, so the first one is the biggest piece of real estate on Facebook that we get to use for whatever we want. And it might even be the biggest piece of free real estate available to us on the internet. You know, we can build a website with as much information on it as we want. But as far as free platforms and social media, our Facebook profile banner is a huge piece of property that we get to use for whatever we want. And you can use it to put pictures of yourself with your family or a scenery picture or whatever you like. But I like to use it to generate leads for my business. And it's really easy to do because what will happen is as you're out and about on the internet, people are going to come check out your profiles. If you're building a business, they want to get to know who you are to decide if they want to work with you. And so what you put across the top of your profile on Facebook is going to give people an idea about what you do, but it's also a great opportunity to generate leads for your business. So here's what I mean. And I change this up from time to time. Right now, I am offering people my quiz. And my quiz, when people take my quiz, at the end of the quiz to get their results, they put in their name and email address, and that person becomes a lead. They get added to my email list. So that's what I am showcasing on my profile at the moment. And all this is an image that I created in Canva. It's an image, an image of myself. I put some text on it and a button. And so when you put an image on your profile on Facebook, this button itself is not clickable, but this entire image is clickable. And when someone clicks on the image, it takes them to the description, which is where I have the actual link to my quiz. So when someone clicks on the button on my profile, it's like clicking on the image, and it's going to take them over to the description where they can click and they can come here to take my quiz. And at the end of the quiz, they can go through the quiz, and at the end of the quiz, they put in their name and email address to get on my email list. And I'm going to send them their results for their quiz. Okay, so your profile banner on Facebook is an excellent place to generate leads for your business. The second one I want to show you is my profile link. So in your intro right here at the top of your Facebook profile, you can have a link right here. So I just say free goodies to up-level your business. And when someone clicks on this, it takes them to my links page, which I built inside of the HBA funnel builder. We have a template for this that I actually created, and it's back there. Everybody can use it. A lot of members in our community use it. So this is just a links page that I've created using that template where people can come to connect with me. And I have all kinds of free resources here for people, depending on what they need. So that's why on Facebook, it just says free goodies to up-level your business. But when they come here, they can get my TikTok and Instagram Reels content guide. They can learn about my artificial intelligence tool. The quiz is here. So I've got all of these different things that they can click on. And when they click on them, it's going to take them to a page where, like, here's my 50 content ideas, 40 calls to action, and 30 hooks for TikTok and Instagram Reels. When they click for access, they put in their name and email address, and they get added to my email list as a lead. And that is true for, all these different buttons go to different places where people can get something for free from me and become a lead in my business. So this intro on Facebook is a great place to add a link. So the thing that I really love about having a link to a page that has all of my resources in one place, like I just showed you, is that oftentimes when I'm putting different content on Facebook, if we put links in our posts on Facebook, Facebook doesn't like that. They oftentimes the algorithm won't show your post to as many people if there's a link in the actual post. So what I do a lot of the time is in the body of my post, I'll just say, click the link in my bio to get whatever it is that I'm talking about. So I'll give you an example. Okay, so here's where I was letting people know that I have a new podcast episode. And rather than linking directly to the podcast episode in my Facebook post, I didn't want to do that because I knew that Facebook wouldn't show this post to as many people if I did that. So I just say you can follow the link in my bio over to my podcast, or you can search for it on any podcast player. So I say this a lot in my content. I say you can follow the link in my bio over to my podcast or over to whatever resource I'm mentioning in my content, or I can say like follow the link in my bio over to my YouTube channel. Any of those things, because when somebody clicks on this link, you'll see visit my YouTube channel, visit my podcast, visit my blog. It's all here. So having the link in my Facebook profile gives me the opportunity to just say, follow the link in my bio to whatever it is I happen to be talking about. So I love having this link here because it's not a specific link. It's got all my stuff on it. So it's really easy for me to refer to it in all of my other content. So I love this little spot here, and it allows me to generate lots of leads for from all of these different resources that I offer on my links page. Okay, so the third place that I generate lots of leads for my business is from my group on Facebook. I have a Facebook group specific to my niche for online marketing growth hacks for entrepreneurs. And there are two different ways that I generate leads for my business from my group, all out of service for my members. So the first one is when somebody requests to join my group, there are 3 questions that they have to answer in order to be admitted to the group. So you'll see over here where it says membership questions. So these are the questions that people answer before they get admitted to the group. How did you find this group? If someone referred you, please provide their name so I can thank them. Are you open to learning about ways to earn income outside of what you're currently doing? If yes, what's your best email to send the info? A lot of the people that join my group put their email in here. They say yes, and they put their email address in here. And so then they become a lead. Then they get added to my email list, and I'm able to send them more information, not just more information about how they can work with me and earn income, but they're also going to get an email. I send out emails, just valuable emails to the people on my list, letting them know I have a new YouTube video, or letting them know that I have a new podcast or whatever. So I send emails out to my list to provide value, but it also gives them the opportunity to learn how they can work with me. So a lot of the people that request access to my Facebook group put in their email here. I have generated hundreds of leads just from this question right here. I also ask people what they need help with. So these are my membership questions. And then the other place that I generate leads from my Facebook group is through my welcome post. So once a week or so, I welcome new members into the group, and I do a welcome post. So to create a welcome post, just so you know, if you click under members, it's going to show you your newest members, like people that have just recently joined. And you can click to create a welcome post, and what it'll do is it'll automatically tag your new members. So I like to do that once a week to make sure that all my new members are being welcomed, they're being tagged. So in case they didn't they didn't give me their email address when they requested to join the group, I'm giving them another opportunity to, the welcome post, the whole purpose of the welcome post is to show them where they can find things in the group. But I also give them the opportunity to opt in for a resource that I have. So let me show you an example of my welcome post. Now they vary from time to time because I mix it up depending on what I have going on. Like if I have a challenge coming up, I'm going to offer them to register for the challenge instead of giving them just a regular evergreen lead magnet. So it changes from time to time. But the gist is I'll put some type of a picture just saying, welcome, I'm glad you're here. You'll see how it automatically tagged all my new members down here. And then it just says, welcome to our newest members. I'm so glad you're here. Click on the guides tab at the top of the group to find some of the most popular training in the areas you need help in. So I'm letting them know, like I'm here to serve you. Go to the guides tab at the top. Everything is categorized. All my content is categorized depending on what they need. And be sure to watch the welcome video that's pinned to the top of the group, or click here. So they can click here. They can watch a welcome video from me that also gives them a tour of where they can find everything in my group. Also, be sure to take my quiz to see which type of online business is best for you. So again, this is an opportunity for them to take my quiz And the quiz is going to give them the opportunity to get on my email list and become a lead. So this is another place that I generate leads. And then I also say, if you'd like help with your content marketing, I'd like to offer you my guide to help you with your content marketing in short form videos. It includes 50 content ideas, 40 hooks, and 30 calls to action for TikTok and Instagram Reels. It's a free resource and you can access it here. So again, when they click on this, it's going to take them, over to this free resource where they can click and they can become a lead. And then I just ask them some questions about themselves. So I have the membership questions as people are entering the group, and then I have the welcome post that I tag new members in to show them where they can find everything that they're looking for in the group, but also to give them the opportunity to get some of my resources, to take my quiz or get a resource to help them with whatever they need help with, and to also give them another opportunity to get on my email list. So I generate quite a few leads just from my Facebook group, from these two ways that I just showed you. The fourth place that I generate leads on Facebook is from my page, my business page on Facebook. So this is my business page. You'll see the banner is similar to what I showed you on my profile. I've got a banner. Again, the image is always clickable on your banner on Facebook. So I'm offering people a Facebook guide. Now, the people that are coming to this page are on Facebook. So chances are, if they're some type of a marketer, that they're marketing on Facebook. So I want to help them with that, right? So I'm saying need some ideas to get way more engagement on your Facebook group page or profile, grab the guide. And when they click on this, it takes them, again, the image is clickable. It takes them here. And then I say, grab the guide here. This is the description of the image. And when they click there, it takes them here to where they can opt in to get the guide. So this is my business page on Facebook. And then the other way that I generate leads from my business page is just through my content. So I use my business page on Facebook kind of like a billboard for my business. I'm not as concerned with the algorithm on my page as I am on my profile. So I do put links in my content on my page only because my page serves multiple purposes. One is if you ever want to run Facebook ads, you have to have a business page. So I have the page for that reason, but I also just like to have a place where people can come and easily find all of my stuff, and it all has just like links and everything, so that when I have a new YouTube video or when I have a new podcast episode or anything, the link is actually in the post on my business page. Again, it's because I'm not really concerned with whether or not my business page shows up in somebody's feed. It's just more here for when people come to check me out, they can find my stuff and they can easily click through to stuff. So I'll just show you an example of that. So yesterday I hosted a call and I'm telling people a little bit about the call. And then if they want to listen to the replay, they can just click here. I put the link right in here. I have the same post on my profile and it says, if you'd like to listen to the replay, let me know and I'll send you the link, because I don't want to put the link in my post on my profile. And again, here's the same post about my latest podcast episode. And I say, you can go here to listen to it. And I have a link to my podcast episode. So, like I said, I put links in my posts on my business page because this for me is more of like a billboard for just my business, where people can come and find anything that they need about my business. And sometimes these links will go directly to a place where they can opt in to get a lead magnet. Other times it's going to send them to a piece of content where when they go to that piece of content, there's going to be opportunities there for them to get on my list. So let me show you an example. If they click on this link, it takes them here to my website, and you'll see on my website, I've got all of these banners going down the side of my website with all of my resources. Here are my 50 content ideas. Here's my AI. Here's my quiz, right? So here's another, they can get my blueprint right here. So I'm sending them from my Facebook page over to my website, but once they're on my website, there are plenty of opportunities for them to get on my list. So I am technically generating these leads from people, traffic that's coming from Facebook. Okay, and then the fifth place that I want to share with you that I generate leads from Facebook is through my stories. And I'm actually going to do a separate video with a full training on all the different ways that you can use stories to generate leads. But I'm just going to show you really quick one example right now. So the cool thing about stories is when people first go onto Facebook, whether, and they're on their home feed, whether they're on a computer or a phone, the first thing that they're going to see across the top are stories before they even see their feed. So up here you see stories, and you can see my story is right here. So sometimes people that don't see your feed do see your stories, and the other way around, right? So that's why it's important to post in both places. So the cool thing about stories is that you can put a link right in your story that's clickable, that can take people wherever you want them to go, and it'll immediately take them to wherever it is that you're sending them. So it's a great way to make it super easy for people to opt into one of your lists and become a lead. So let me just show you an example. So here's my story. And in this story, I am telling people, let me just pause it. So I'm basically telling people that if they aren't sure, if they want to start a digital business and they're not sure what type of business is right for them, that they can take my quiz to figure out what type of business is right for them. And I showed you guys the quiz before. So the cool thing about stories is when you can put a link right in your story. There's in the stickers part of stories, one of the stickers is a link, and that link you can tell it where you want people to go. So whenever I have a new YouTube video, I put a link directly to the new video. I make a video like this in my stories letting people know about my new video. But if you want to do it for a lead magnet where you're generating a lead right there from your stories, you can do that too. So here I'm telling people that they can click here to take the quiz. And if they click on this button, it's going to take them directly over to where they can take my quiz. And then I'll generate a lead from that. And the cool thing about stories too is Facebook and Instagram are basically the same company. So I always create my stories in Instagram and it automatically shares to Facebook. So my stories are showing up on Instagram and Facebook, and the clickable link works in both places. And like I said, I'm going to do a follow-up video where I'm just going to train on how to generate leads from stories, because there's so many different ways that you can do it right from your stories because of this clickable link feature in stories. And unlike when you post a regular post on Facebook, how the algorithm doesn't show your post to as many people when you put it in your description, in stories it doesn't penalize you for putting a link in the story. So it's really good to use this link sticker for whatever you need in order to send people directly where you want them to go. So it's a great way to generate leads on Facebook. So these are 5 of the places that I generate leads on Facebook. There are actually other places that you can generate leads on Facebook as well. Maybe at some point I'll make another video to go over some of the other ones. But these are the 5 main ways that I generate leads from Facebook. So I wanted to share these with you today. Be sure and subscribe if you haven't subscribed yet. Follow me and check out some of my other content to learn other marketing strategies. Also, if you want to learn how to build a quiz like the one that I've shown you here, I have a training on that I will link to here as well. And if you want to join my Facebook group that I showed on here, I will leave a link to that below as well. So check the description for all of the links and leave me a comment to let me know if you enjoyed this content or if you have any questions, and I will see you in the next video. Bye for now.